Many women think that मेरे को menopause नहीं हुआ. Sometimes अभी time है menopause because they don't know when it comes, when it goes. One person cannot do this job. We need a battalion of menopause coaches to help more and more women.
In this podcast, I'm in conversation with Geetha. She's a certified menopause coach as well as CFO of a big firm. So she talks about the challenges that women face during menopause and premenopause and perimenopause. Also, she talk about there is a very much lack of awareness about this topic. People call it a taboo. They don't talk about it much. So she also talk about the misconception people have about menopause, as well as how she's building a community around it and she's helping and creating an impact around the society about menopause. Also, we had discussion about her marketing strategy, how she's targeting, how she get like very low CPL, and how she is getting like 5 to 6x ROI. This is something that we discussed. Do not miss out. And without further ado, welcome Geetha to our show. How are you doing
Thank
today?
you. Yeah, doing very, very fine. Looking forward. Thank you so much, Sagar.
Geetha, like
With you.
our audience is really looking forward to this particular specific niche oriented interview because something that is the topic is really excite me to learn more about it. Okay, and many
Hmm.
people know maybe they are not talking much about it. So I wanted to brought this topic towards our audience, specifically the complete big audience. Okay, so Geetha, so please tell us about your journey to being a menopause coach, how you actually got this mission to help women who are going through these phases. So please tell us that your journey and quick introduction about so that people can learn more about you.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I was just reading an article today morning. Each one has a story to tell. So when I close my eyes and look back, Sagar, this is a wonderful experience now when I am sharing with you. But back then, 7, 8 years, I really did not know what I was undergoing. I was thinking my children are growing up. I'm feeling a lot of pressure on me. There's work, there's as a corporate mom, uh, as a mom of two growing up children, I was thinking I was not able to balance. I had no clue I was undergoing some kind of transformation inside at that point of time. And I just went through like any other lady at that time without any help. But it was taking a toll on relationship with my children. And that is when I started understanding. My sister, who was a doctor, told me, yes, it is menopause, but menopause is not a medical issue. That really shocked me. I was thinking, why is all this happening and still it's not a medical issue? That is how I was feeling. But how did I pick up this niche as a coach? It goes back to that story which I experienced. When I came out of that whole process, looking for mentors outside the country, because in India, it is still people are little like, no, we should not talk about menopause. When I use the term, oh, that kind of, uh,
Yes.
I think we should not be talking about those things. That is how people were reacting. But when I came out successfully, I realized it is not a great, difficult situation for women if we are informed, if we are aware. And that is when I plunged into menopause in a very small time amongst a small group of people who were just conscious about menopause in my own circle of people. But only in 2020 September, when I lost my mom, that is when I realized if we neglect menopause health during our 40s, its impact will be very severe after we cross our 60s. And that is when I seriously became a certified menopause coach, going out and out and telling people, look, it is time we take care of ourselves. That tragedy was so strong for me that losing your loved ones because of ignorance is no bargain. You should not be losing out people like that. Out of just ignorance. Had we told her, Ma, this is menopause, you need to take care of your health, whether it is brain health or bone health, and it's something which is simple and easy at the comforts of home, what I'm really doing right now. But that little ignorance at that point of time, the cost is huge after 60. And from then on, like the way you told, and a mission to help as many women as possible to take care of themselves, create that awareness. Menopause is no more a taboo now.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Geetha, like, what are the common challenges that actually women go through uh, while having the menopause? How they can identify what are the symptoms? Would you like to share something about it?
Yes. I would like to term menopause as second puberty, because when a girl at the age of 12, 13 hits puberty, starts a menstruation cycle, she experiences something very different. Pimples on her face, angry, but there's a lot of love and affection at that time. The same girl, when she reaches this stage at the age of 40, 45, 50, as the case may be, I, I would like to call this as second puberty, because she's going to start a new phase of her life. But unfortunately, at this point of time, she's all alone. Children are like grown up, chasing their dreams. Husband is very busy. In-laws and parents have already aged. She feels lonely. And at that point of time, she's also experiencing a lot of physical and emotional changes. There are around 39 changes which will happen to a woman as she transitions into menopause. It can be small thing for people which is visible, like weight gain, or is a big thing like anxiety, depression, right? So suicidal thoughts for some people, it can be as severe as that, to as no sleep, gaining weight. There's so many symptoms that happen. So each one of us have different ways of experiencing menopause, and we are not aware of it. We don't know why this is happening. And then the struggle starts. So my understanding is every lady, whether you are married or not married, or whether you've given birth to a child or no, whatever is the situation, we women, as we cross our 40s, experience menopausal symptoms, and that we need to be prepared.
Yes.
Right?
Geetha, like how you help them basically? Like, what are the things that you actually help them through this process?
Thank you for this question, Sagar. Really, thank you, because many women think that मेरे को menopause नहीं हुआ. Sometimes अभी time है menopause, because they don't know when it comes, when it goes. And the symptoms are such that they will relate to, हाँ maybe बच्चे के exams चल रहा है, mother-in-law is not well. They think that stress is working on them and that they're neglecting. I'm not exercising, that's why I'm gaining weight. So they really don't know what is happening inside them. That's exactly where I'm sitting. I'm sitting at that crossroads where I tell women, come, join a free masterclass where we're going to talk a lot about the small things called menopause. So what I do in my free webinar is I clearly explain to them. I spend a full 2 hours to explain them that menopause has various stages based on your symptoms, based on your age, based on your lifestyle, based on the stress levels, and also based on the heredity, how your mom, your grandmom hit menopause. So I take from that stage, I slowly graduate them to various levels of understanding and how their current personal life is getting impacted. The relationship with husband is something which is getting kind of not very nice at this point of time, because the kind of inclination towards her, the intimacy is lost, the sexual drive is lost. So they're feeling that distance is going, and the demanding parents and children one side, gaining weight one side, all of this actually impacts their daily life. In addition to this, they don't know what is happening. So what I do is explain them the stages and slowly move to a stage where if you start ignoring the symptoms, what are the health risks, which may not be visible right now. After you cross your 60s, you'll not be able to recognize your loved ones because of dementia. Severe knee problem at that point of time. So I explained to them very clearly in the free masterclass. So this kind of a masterclass is done like once a week, twice a week, for more than 100, 200 women who come and attend. So this is my biggest service, or I treat it as a blessing to help women understand the basic requirements about menopause. And it's
Even I
very
can
satisfying.
even I can also maybe drop the link below if any of the audience want to maybe get it done for their mother or anyone know them, any like relative they are going through this type of phases. Specifically to relate to my journey also, like I think last year, somewhere around, I
Yeah.
think 7, 8 months, I also
Yes.
called you for my mother, because she has gone through some similar kind of symptoms. And
Yes.
that point of time, I was like, got very scared about this type of situation, because I even don't know.
Panicked.
I also
Right.
got panicked, and
Yes.
I called you. Then somehow I could connect with my mother, and you give
Yes.
some tips. So what
Yes.
are the some tips that you would like to give when it comes to, like, if uh, you can mention about what are the remedies, or what are the maybe home remedies that can actually take
Yes.
care of? Yeah.
Yes, yes. That's a very nice question. In fact, that's very nice to, it's just not for mom who's experiencing, people around. Like, like as a son, you say, why mama ko kyun itna gussa aata hai? Or why does
Yes.
she cry for small things? You must have experienced this. Or
Yes.
maybe if
Yes.
you're not calling her on time. Or I know many moms who tell, like, my son goes on a two-wheeler and he does not come, I get panicked. And when he comes home, I
Hmm.
scream and yell at him, and the relationship is disturbed. So these are the few tips, just not for the mommy who's experiencing menopause, the children around her and husbands. I would like to just share a little few
Sure.
hands-on tips. Maybe it'll help. The first primary thing is we need to create an environment for her. She's having hormonal imbalance that is happening. So because of that, the regular stress goes at a higher level. So even if she is not eating, even if she's not kind of exercising, she will still, even if she's exercising and eating carefully, she will be gaining weight. That is the biggest symptom which is going to disturb her regular routine. And the moment she starts gaining weight, she panics. Arre yaar, I'm taking care and still gaining weight. That is one of the major hit every Indian lady experiences. And uh, as members in the family, you'll have to tell her, don't compromise on the quality of food. Don't start, they stop eating dinner, roti cha chhod dete hain, cha bhi
लेट भी
chhod dete
खाते
hain,
हैं.
and हाँ लेट भी खाते, ignore कर देते. I will start reducing from 3 meals to 2 meals because I have to reduce weight. And that actually impacts their metabolism, impacts their inflammation in the body, impacts the digestion system, and creates all other health problems. The first and the primary indication is ask mama to take care of her health when it comes to food, nutrition, and sleep. Tell her self care is not selfish because they're not used to taking care of themselves. First, bacho, first in-laws, first husband, they are used to that. So as a parent and as children, I want everybody in the family to tell, Mama, please take care of your food. Eat well, rest well. We're all doing fine. Giving her that assurance, we're all with you. That's the first primary step. The second important thing is put her into a routine which is easy for her, physical activity. It is not yoga and walking. It is not that. Everybody does walking. But what I really want every Indian lady to do is take care of their muscle strength. We all know if there is better muscle in the body, she is injury free. She is not
Hmm.
going to gain weight. So that another important thing is give her that kind of a physical activity where she at least works out twice a day using her own body weight. Small things like push-ups, squats, chote at home. Make it comfortable for her. So she, along with maybe a son or daughter, can join her, or maybe husband can help her, right? So this is one next important thing. And the third important thing is brain health. She starts forgetting things because brain aging for women starts with menopause, and this is severe. None of us are aware of this fact. So when brain health is started, like brain fogging is the right term, when she
Hmm.
experiences brain fogging, you will notice that she is like forgetting things, uh, gussa, anger, anxiety, then and the kids like, Mama, you're going old, you're forgetting things, right? That kind of a joke. So then she'll start suspecting
Hmm.
herself, maybe I've become old. So another important thing is ensure that she's in a state of where the endorphins are good. She's eating omega-3 foods, taking care of her brain health, giving
Hmm.
supply back to the brain, the energy supply to the brain. These three important things as a family, it will help her to a great extent. So as mom, as children or maybe husband in the house, create that cordial environment by making her feel that she's important. And self-care, don't feel guilty because you need to eat early dinner. Go ahead, enjoy your dinner, eat early dinner. And another biggest thing
They
which
are the
we
one,
as
they are the one, someone who
eats the
late,
last,
last.
late, last, and that too what? After everybody finishes off, they don't take care of her. Like, I must eat fruit, I must eat badam. So she will भिगो के रखती है badam सबके लिए.
सबके
Everybody in
लिए.
the family eats. She maybe एक or दो ऐसे she will eat. In fact, I must share one nice important thing. This is a very good thing, Sagar. If a husband wants to lose weight, and the doctor has told आपको वजन कम करना है, so walking जाना है, गर्म पानी पीना है, वो क्या salad खाना है, he goes out and out to help her husband to lose weight,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Garam pani pina is subah subah she will keep there. Oh, my husband has to eat sprouts. Yes, he has to eat salad. Karke she will create the salad, beautiful salad for him on the table and helps him to lose weight. But when it comes to her, she does not do. And that journey becomes difficult for her to lose weight. So just imagine if the partner is also a part of that weight loss program along with her, life becomes easier. So these are small things, may sound very uh, ordinary, but help a lot for women who's transitioning into menopause. She will feel the love. It's not about sitting with her and chatting with her. It is more about making her inclusive. Amma, aaja mere sath baith ke khana kha lo. Eat well with me. Or don't get panicked if I come home late. Otherwise, what they do is, till my son comes home and sends me a message, I will be awake. By the time she's awake, 11 हो गया, by the time she goes to her bed, body is very tired, नींद नहीं आता. 2 बजे तक she will be staring at the ceiling
Yes.
because insomnia hits us very badly, and that she carries a fatigue, no energy. So these are small things at home. One is ensure that she's eating well. Second thing is brain health, right? Creating that kind of an environment. Self-care is not selfish. And thought about physical activity in the form of exercise. I think these 4 things will help her out. Yeah.
You mentioned like almost all things about mom only. You can sense that, like how you talk about the, yeah, she
True.
actually does everything for father, and she doesn't take care of her. Yeah, very, very
Yes.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
for
have to,
yeah.
Sagar, when we were doing that FBR, when I was invited as a speaker for one of the event, after my session was over, like you, 24 years old kids, so many came and told, now I know why my mom gets angry. Now I relate better to my mom. There's so many people who came and just congratulated me for creating that awareness with us. So it is just not mommy who has to understand about menopause. I think environment also makes a
Yes.
huge difference. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think it is mostly what I can see. The awareness is very lack, and
Yes.
thanks to you that you are creating that awareness and you are creating that movement get started. So, if you
Hmm.
like to share, what are the other misconception about this menopause that you might be frequently encountering during your coaching practices or sessions with your students? So, what are the others misconception about this?
Yeah. The biggest misconception is when the periods stop completely, only then they hit menopause. Agreed. 12 months are done after your last periods, only then you enter the stage called menopause. But actually, the symptoms start much before, because the body is transforming then. That's called the perimenopause stage. Now, if you want to do prevention, then cure, right? You don't want to take medical care later on after the damage is done. If you want prevention, start during the perimenopause stage. That is awareness. Oh, periods chal raha hai? I'm not aware. I don't need to worry. Kind of people neglect and ignore the damage that is happening during that stage 1 is where I want to create awareness to look, the body is started to change. Pause, take charge of yourself. Don't wait for the 50s to come in and set in and then create, oh, knee pain has come, digestion problem has come, I'm forgetting things. Right after a hip injury, only then we realize. Don't wait for the bone loss to happen. Start now. So anywhere after 40, 42, I would recommend, very strongly recommend every household to understand that something like this called perimenopause hits mummy, and she needs to take some kind of a responsibility for herself. Stage one, that I think will create a lot of harmony in the house, not only for herself, for people around her. So that awareness that don't wait for the damage to happen, the hormone imbalance, nahi dikhta na, so you cannot do a blood test to check. If you want to check your sugar levels, you go and test a blood test. If you
Yes.
have to check your BP, you have an apparatus. But for menopause, is a natural process. So when a girl hits puberty, we don't take her to a gynecologist and tell blood test kijiye kab aayi meri beti ki. You don't do that because it's a very natural process. So now also she is in that same state. So understand the symptoms, differentiate between actual stress levels, the regular stress levels of money, children, health, and menopausal stress levels. Once they understand the difference, I think she has hit the bullseye. She will know how to manage herself. Like the way you told, and awareness after she crossed 40, बहुत जरूरी है.
So, Geetha, what are the age that the lowest age that you can say they start even joining your community? What
Yeah,
the
yeah. Correct, correct,
so
correct. This is a very, very, very vague way of analyzing, because when she will enter menopause, we don't know. Anywhere between 40, 41 to 45. This is the age gap
okay.
wherein we start noticing small symptoms. Either hair fall is there, or emotional imbalance, or even weight gain. That weight gain also will be around the belly, abdomen area. It's not the regular weight gain. So these are like 9 common internationally well-defined 9 menopausal symptoms: sleep, brain fogging, low sexual drive, then the urge to like feel fatigued and tired, right? So the urge to just relax, ignore about nutrition. All of these happen between 41, 42 to 45, 46. This is the stage where they enter into this. So this stage can go on up till 8 years. So she gets a lot of time to understand herself. So the moment she experiences between 41, 42 to 45, that's great. Asian women, normally around 46 to 48, we hit menopause. That's
Amazing.
normal, the age bracket. Yeah.
So and now, as a you are building a community, right? And so how the women going through menopause they are getting benefited by your community building activities. So how you are helping them? So how it can actually positively impacting their lives.
Yes. This is one of the best things that is happening to me, Sagar. And the best things is influencing women. There is no menopause support community in India. I'm proudly saying that the Confident Queens Club is the only community in India which supports women transitioning into menopause. Now, what happens when we come here? Awareness about, okay, menopause chal raha hai mere andar. Point one, accepting the fact that now some changes are happening within me and I really need to pause and take responsibility for myself is the biggest takeaway after you join the community. The second thing is, Kela nahi hu. I am not alone in this journey. 800 odd. Now I think we will be touching 1,000 in the next couple of weeks. 1,000 ladies in one platform, right from Ludhiana to Surat to Calcutta to down south Kerala, Bangalore, Mumbai, every corner. We are so beautifully connected, and they realize that by joining the community, I am not alone in this journey. It is a common thing that is happening. Point two, they've won that challenge. I can also take care of myself. Point three, she starts identifying what her body needs. So I literally make them do bone health related activities. Har hafte do bar we all go live. The energy is amazing. They lift weights. In fact, I must tell you, Geetha, I have my son's weights. Can I bring and start using? Because I feel strength in my body. That is a change because they start respecting their
Wow.
body. They start respecting that my body needs rest, my body needs strength. Otherwise, the loose belly fat, all the loose things, they don't like anymore. They start appreciating. And the biggest advantage, Sagar, I must tell you is, like the way I told you, the next phase of life starts. The moment they cross menopause, amazing energy levels. You कुछ नया करना है. I want to learn dance. I want to go for a trek. Many ladies still, can I start a business of my own? Or I want to learn a new skill. That is the kind of energy they see because they start taking care of their hormone imbalance in a very structured way, be it food, be it the breathing techniques to sleep. All of these are they're well trained and equipped. I do a very basic program, very low cost program. It's a lifetime because once you join the community, you're a part of this program. It is a
Yes.
lifetime. So they're not scared. कभी कभी बच्चों का एग्जाम चल रहा है ना, इसलिए छोड़
Hmm.
देती हूँ. It's
छोड़
okay
दो.
if they take a break, वापस आ जा
Come
सकते हैं.
back. Yeah.
Yes. So that is the biggest advantage they have. And they know the moment I come back, the community will receive me. Beautiful. When one lady helps the other lady, which is not been, it's not been taken very seriously, right? But I'm seeing with my own eyes how each of the divas help the other in the journey. When she tells me, you know what, मन नहीं लग रहा है आज, पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है. In case she puts up in the group, 10 और ladies till मेरे भी ऐसी यही हाल है, लेकिन I'm doing this for myself. Each one gives, shares
Helping.
ideas. Yes,
Helping each
helping.
other.
And they don't even know where they are. They don't even know in which city they are from. But the bonding they have during the mastermind calls, it is so good. It is so good. I think we're all blessed to be in that kind of an environment.
I think that this is really impact that you are also creating by helping them and building community is such important role in today's generations. I think rather than just selling a product or courses, I think you are creating real impact live. So I just want to like curious to know what after that thing, like how you are helping them after the that phase.
Yes, yes. Shall I tell you a nice thing?
Yes, please.
Initially when they wanted to join, पता नहीं कैसे पेमेंट करना है, मेरे पास वो ऑनलाइन वाला नहीं है. That is a level of ignorance when they are joining. Now they have a Zoom account. They know how to plug in their phone to the television क्योंकि बड़ा स्क्रीन में वर्कआउट करना है. They know how to
Hmm.
handle technology. They tell mail पता नहीं, मेरे को mail नहीं आ रहा है. From that stage to they log my cloud-based program, open the videos, watch the videos, use the recipes, do the workout, listen to menopause के बारे में from different experts. Keep inviting experts on brain health, on bone health, experts on what processed food makes to the brain. Now, all of these people, I bring them once a quarter for awareness, and they tell, uh, I'm actually appreciating all of these. It is just not I'm learning about menopause, I'm learning other skills in the meantime. And the lady who has crossed like a year with me feels so empowered. Geetha, is there anything next level for me here? It was a natural transition. I had no
Naturally.
idea what to offer, but now they tell, "आप जैसे बनना है मेरे को." I want to help.
Hmm.
There was one lady who told Bhumika, she's a Sindhi, and she told in Sindhi community we're just confined to our home. So like me, there are many ladies in my language. I want to help them. There's one lady from Uti or Kur, Tamil speaking lady. She told in Tamil, can I do this program? That is the kind of
Wow.
energy they feel. And um, Ishwari Karke, she's from Bangalore, and she told Geetha, one point I was doing jewelry business. I want to come back and do. I'm seeing women on their own coming out to become either a yoga teacher or start up their own business or start taking care of newer things. When Shivali told, since 2 years I'm struggling with depression, and I don't know what I will do after I join your community. That was her state. And now She travels with her husband, supports her husband in business. I was
Wow.
like,
Such a
good.
transformations.
Such a transformation to the core. People who are deciding to resign told, no, pause. Let me not resign and take up newer side hustles. That is, I am seeing them because 40% of women, once they hit working women, once they hit menopause, decide to resign. They just like cannot take it. And just imagine the productivity lost in the economy because of resignation, or women not taking the next level, right? So these are the ladies who are just not working, but also thinking of a side hustle. They say, see, I'm a corporate mom, but I'm doing
Yes.
something in the weekends to help women. So they're also, we're all replicating each other in the business. So beautiful transformations. So I have a facility wherein women who have just joined after a year or even after 6 months, they would want to transition. So I offer them the next level, right? And they take it off from there. They
I think
take
that
it
is a
off.
very right way to make them go to the next step. And also, I think you are what I can see is if they want to do the same thing, it is where you're building the next level of leaders who can spread this message to the maximum to the world. I think
World,
this is
yes,
a yes.
yes.
So you have such a program like where you are also helping them to become a menopause coach or like something like that.
Yeah. Had you asked me this question in 2020, I would have not had an answer.
Okay.
I would have don't know what to answer. But now, yes, the community has made me understand that one person cannot do this job.
Yes.
We need a battalion of menopause coaches to help more and more women, maybe in regional language, maybe in their own community. And when I went back to my master's, because I'm a certified coach, menopause coach, and how do I do this? How do I bring this program to India? And how do I take care of so many coaches? So it's almost 6 months I'm working on this program. And June 11th, no, 13th, this program will be launched. And my first batch will start seeing people in October. So I'm just not looking at my community. I'm looking at, there are many gynecologists and doctors who are a part of this program. So doctors, yoga practitioners, nutritionists who already have small segment, and how can they bring this menopause related help to women. So I will be training so many women, and that is the next process for all of us, so that India will have many, many women who are talking about menopause and help, so that the beauty of this program is the lady who is adopting this program can do it at the comforts of her own home. She's a working mom, evening she's free, or she's a housewife who's very busy in the morning and available only from 11 a.m. at her comforts. They can just log in and do the program. So that is what I'm working at. And I hope I will be able to bring in 50s, hundreds of menopause coaches into the
Amazing.
country.
This will
And
be
the best,
revolution.
exactly. And the beauty is, in a subtle way, we also become financially independent. Just
Yes.
imagine a lady who has crossed 50 is having her own money, and she's actually not asking her husband for her own self. What else? I don't want to
Yes.
be like my mom and grandma, right? That is what all of us think. That's the beauty.
Geetha, like
That is a very
I'm
nice
very
thing.
much curious to know like how do you manage with your job? You are such a like very high position in your job, director level, something that I heard about it. And now you are also handling a big community. How do you manage this time and all? Also, you must be having a responsibility in your home.
Yeah.
So how is it? What are the time management tips that you would like to give? That people, those who are want to, specifically the women who want to actually build a business online, and they're struggling to actually manage the time between family, work, or business.
Yes. Yes. Very nice question. How do I manage myself? Uh, I think, Sagar, you also are aware of this fact because we both started off our journey with the mentors. What I noticed is, had I done this process of understanding about menopause and doing it on my own, maybe I would have taken a cool 5 years, 6 years, along with my family responsibilities, a regular job. The beauty of me reaching this level is I fully trusted mentors. I spent a lot of time, I spent money in training and getting myself coached with world-class mentors. See, I had a lot of knowledge about menopause. I knew how to manage, I knew how to take care. But if I have to create an environment for people to understand about menopause, sitting in their house and I'm sitting in my house and doing this coaching, or building a tribe of more than 1,000 people, thanks to the lot of mentors around me. I've invested a lot of money and time. Trust me. You know what it means when I tell
Yes.
mentors, because they are the people who literally handhold us and tell, Chelo, this is how you need to perform, this is how you need to do.
Would you like to
Right?
give any names like who actually helped you different phases of your journey?
Yes, yes. I have a lot of mentors. If I have to talk about my international mentors, I have Dr. Louis Nisson, Lisa Mosconi, who's Blair Singer, who is a pioneer as a trainer, right? From
Yes.
coming back to India, Siddharth Rajshekhar, the best, who actually created a platform online. If we're all sitting at different places, we women, and doing is thanks to Siddharth Rajshekhar and his beautiful. He still handholds me. I go back to him every month and talk about my progress to him. Like him, I have the latest is Mitesh Katriji, and you will not believe why I liked his program is when we women transition, we also see there is a lot of emotional turmoil and also healing. So when I brought in his healing format into my menopause journey, I saw tremendous results in women, tremendous results. So it is just not a small piece I'm bringing in. It is like a well researched help from a mentor like this. I have many mentors in my journey, so many mentors from at international level, at Indian level. And the other day I was just talking to Rajiv Talreja, and he was like very fascinated, and he was like, yes, go for it. India needs menopause coaches. So it is just not one person who has really helped me in this journey. I have to make a big list. Plus, being in the community, like the ILH community, and all of these people, it is a big support for me. It's not just one person doing
One.
all of this, like the way you told.
Yes.
And maybe that is the reason I'm still able to work as a corporate
Yes.
mom, still shoulder responsibilities because I'm a finance person coming from a finance background. So I have that responsibilities and I have no complaints managing the time thanks to all the mentors. The time and money spent with them is really beneficial.
Yes.
So anybody who is looking at a journey like this to balance even their regular job and home, I would rather want them to invest in a good mentorship. That is my
I
personal
think
kind.
mentorship is something that actually fast track our journey process because they have gone through all the hit and trial methods. Why should we invest that such a long years, right? We can
Correct.
get the okay, what the step by step method to implement, and maybe our 5 year can be converted into 1 year. That is something
Exactly.
that is something that we should focus on. Like just surrender to mentor, just say whatever they are asking to do.
Yes.
Now, like whenever you are like promoting yourself, so how, what is your method to actually getting the clients? Would you like to share like acquiring the clients from lead generation to them? Maybe I think you are doing webinar workshops live. So what is the
Yes.
method or the system that you follow?
I really like the current system going on. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
this revolution has happened after the lockdown, maybe. Uh,
Yes.
I I have three, four patterns of working. One is, of course, I get my leads from various ads that have been on various social medias. We do ads so that women can reach out to me through a simple click of a button, right? And then I'm present on social media like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, though it's my professional background there. And I see in YouTube also many people trying to understand, okay, somebody about menopause is talking. So that is also helping me get. So I bring all the leads into my WhatsApp, nurture them, so they know Geetha, their menopause coach, is going to talk to them. So before they come and listen to me in my webinar, they understand me, know about me the past 3-4 days. So they go check out me and the website. They go and check out my social media posts. They also get a lot of emails from me to understand about menopause. So the day they come and sit in the free masterclass, they are well connected with me. That is the biggest breakthrough I get. The moment they know the pain points, what they're experiencing have been discussed by me, they feel this is a clean case to join my community. That's why I see a lot of good response from women, because they're able to relate to the pain points I'm talking, which is the fact. It is not that they're not aware of it. So that is one way of bringing them inside. And once they join my community, since we come from different backgrounds, I personally do one session for everybody called the Beginners Orientation Program. So I handle all the ladies for the first time when they come and join my community. I do a 2-hour session. What happens to them when they join my community? So they understand when I go live, how they can interact with me, how they can see the videos in case they miss out the Thursday, because Thursday 9 p.m. Mastermind is like a super hit. Like, mama ko aaj meeting hai. Thursday 9 p.m. mama ko disturb nahi karna. That is a trend set in the families.
In your family.
Yeah, so that much uh, families respect when mom has to attend a meeting with me. So in case they miss out, how to go about for that. So all of this is nicely explained to them, so they don't feel lost or they don't feel confused. And I do something called quarterly hackathon, which my mentor very popularly trains us. So I do that hackathon where as a group, as a whole group, 200, 400 people, do I pocket them into small groups of 20, and I handle them in that small groups, and they do a weight loss program with mobility challenge, all of these
All
challenges.
the activities, yes.
Yes, and they feel like hum enjoy kar rahe hain. They don't feel the pressure like, oh, Geetha is making us do. They don't feel, because out of willingness, out of happiness, they all share their joys. And it is not a pressure for them, because आज मेरे को नहीं कर ना, I could not do it. आज some family issue has come, so I did not do it. It's okay, it doesn't matter, कल करेंगे. No, that attitude is there within them. So nobody pulls them down or nobody hurts their feelings. That is a well-defined code of honor I have for my community. I define the code of honor in the beginners orientation. And once the beginners orientation is there, I put them in a separate Telegram group, very closed VIP Telegram group, where they can interact with each other, talk, share, exchange their emotions. And that is how I bring them into a platform. And the back end is I've created a very well cloud-based program. So if they're traveling, if they're at their mother's home, or if they don't have, with a small phone, they're able to log in and connect with me. So that easy it is. So they don't really need a big setup and technology and all, nothing. So that is
Amazing.
That's easy. It is. So that is where maybe I see many women reaching out. At least I get 200, 300 people attending my webinar, 20, 30 people joining every webinar, converting. So it's a good number. It's a very good number.
Yeah, I've seen like people say it's a webinar doesn't work, but I think you have actually really proved that it is working really magic for you. And
Yes.
every single week, I think 20, 30 members that you say.
Aram se, yes. There's one person, Sandeep Bansali. So, Geetha, can you train me? Because I want to become a menopause coach. I want to help women. See, it has created so much of curiosity within our community. Like, more and more. One lady, I think Vaishali from Tokyo, she attended my webinar, and the husband speaks to me at the time of payment. Madam, I heard your last 1 hour of the webinar. It was very nice. And how can we help? No, I would want to help my wife. Like that, I see many men coming back and asking me, like, I want to become a coach like you. Because they can help wives, yeah.
Yes.
That's
so
nice.
when it comes to your webinar, so just to get some business ideas, like what is the CPL that currently that you are getting in terms of ad cost?
Ad cost, yeah. It is very, very, you'll feel shocked. When I started off, it was like from 240. It just, once the ads picked up, it came to 17 rupees, 18 rupees, like as
Yes.
like 18, 21 rupees. I was like, what? And everybody was telling 70 rupees hai, 80 rupees hai mera. And my CPL was like less than 20 or 21 at the most. Now I've started YouTube and Google. Now it has come to, I think, 42, less
42.
than 50.
But
Yes,
still, it is
less
a
than.
good number.
Yeah,
It's a good
very
number.
good.
And
Yeah, I
we
don't
would like
spend
to
much on
also,
ads.
if you would like to share also the profitability, like the
My
we
ROAs, yeah,
yes, yes,
ROAs, it is 5, 6.
that is good if you're investing.
Very good.
Very good in
Very,
front
very
end.
good.
Is it the front end or a total funnel?
No, front end, front end. Total is good, very good, because I have not spent much on tools,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm using all our Indian tools. Mine are all Indian tools. So I don't pay anything in dollars except Zoom. So my my when you're asking at scaling up and doing, I think I very smartly invested in Indian tools, Indian programs. They're really doing well. The biggest advantage for me is because they're all Indian technology. I got a lot of support. I can just call the
Support.
CEO of the company and tell, yeah, this is not working. How do you help? But if I
Yes.
picked up a tool outside the country, I would have to send a mail, and support team will come back a little later. So that way, why I'm doing that is women who join my community would also want to follow a pattern like this. They feel it
Yes.
very easy. They're feeling it
Yes.
very easy to adopt this model. I tell
Right.
them you can just use AI, since just WhatsApp is great enough for you to advertise and sell and make money,
Mm.
right? So that way,
Yes.
and they're very comfortable. They're very comfortable with WhatsApp. Zoom links भेज दो, training कर दीजिए. Like, make it more and more easy and comfortable for women above 40. So they also want to explore and start making money. So if I tell them you need a very expensive tool outside the country, it is a little difficult. So the same model which I am using, I adopt for my community members. That way, the system is robust, uh, cost effective, and
Amazing. I think
my
this is a
ROA
very is
yes.
something that is also amazed me. I
Yeah.
think you have a good profitability. And when it comes to like, would you like okay to share like how much like revenue do you have made till date? Being a menopause coach, you are creating an impact. I know money is the result, but something
Mm.
that somebody want to get started in this specifically micro niche. I that number should inspire them. Okay, this is the potential that even a micro niche that like you. So yes. So what is your number?
Okay, let me tell the inside story. When I started off this uh, micro niche concept with the Siddharth, and it should be more micro, then I was thinking, Array is making it more and more micro. I will have very little people in my community, because going the more the narrower, the lesser will be the number. That was my fear actually, but I was
Hmm.
wrong. I was wrong. The more narrower in my niche, the more clarity I was able to get from my target audience. My ads worked very well there. Point one. Point two, because the clarity is there, more conversions were happening. You'll not be surprised. I'm just maybe a month or two away from becoming a Crore Club member. Just a month or two. So my numbers are really great. They're doing really well, and earning money at the comforts of home. Amazing.
Amazing.
What I get from my salary and what I get as a director of a company is far, far lesser than what I'm making as a side hustle.
Amazing. You are real inspiration, Geetha.
Yeah, yeah.
And Geetha, like, uh, would you like to share any success stories that something like amazed you from your community?
Many. When Times of India in March approached me, they attended a free webinar, and
Okay.
some journalist from Mumbai, I don't recall her name, Pooja, some name, I don't. She attended my webinar and she told, I would want to do an article on you and your community. And more than me, she wanted to talk to my community members. Sagar, let me tell you, every day I get blessings in my cell phone. Thank you, Geetha. Thank you, ma'am. I lost this much of weight. Thank you, ma'am. My relationship with my husband has grown up. Thank you, ma'am. I really truly understand what my body is reacting right now. Every single day, I get blessings in this form. My trust pilot is never less 4.5 and 5. The ratings are. On their own, they go and give their feedback. That is the biggest blessing I would rather tell. When women in my community send me a message, now I'm not getting any more migraines. Now I can do push-ups. My knee problem is not there. Now my relationship with my son is so good. These, these are priceless. These achievements. And
Yes.
like my mentor, I'm doing Hall of Fame interviews, so many testimonials. Maybe that is also helping me to do more conversions because people are seeing live testimonials.
Trust factor is also
It,
getting increased. Yeah.
yes. And in fact, I've also healed a lot. Sagar, maybe 2020 or 19, I was very uh, to losing mom. I was also not very strong at that time. With the love and care I get from my community members, it's mutual, right? The way I care
Yes.
for them, they care so much for me. They care so much for me. So we all work as one big community. And now, when can we all meet? Physical meetups. They also want to come meet.
Yes.
Pune mein karenge, Bangalore mein karenge. They are giving me ideas. They want to meet up, exchange. They feel like we're one big community.
Family.
The blessings, yes, the testimonials. See, weight loss, getting things, the results, these are all happening one side. The biggest thing is the love, the affection each one of us are getting. Hats off. Hats off. My children
Amazing.
tell
Amazing.
that, Mummy, 80% of the time is your community, 20% you're giving to us. That's how they tell nowadays.
Amazing. So, curious to know, like, what other thing that you love to do apart from your job and work?
I think this is one of the biggest advantage I have is I've never stopped learning. I've never stopped. So every year I invest in learning one skill. It can be I'm going to IIMs to study management program related to my profession. It can be I'm doing a program on yoga. I also learned how to do chanting. I can chant my Lalita Sahasranama. I go to Sadhguru and do my seva every year. These are the things which keep me grounded and keep me young because I'm going to school, going back to school to learn a skill. So anything which is new attracts me. Okay, chalo, theek hai, let me learn. What do you mean by ConvertKit? How do I record a video? Everything. I'm a student at heart. And I think that Sagar actually has helped me learn new things, embrace new people, connect with many people. That is the biggest advantage.
Amazing.
So money comes, you don't need to really ask for money, comes in abundance. But the other things that are happening in the journey is learn every single day, learn new things. Don't stop. Don't stop. And that is my biggest advice to all the women above 40 that don't think time khatam ho gaya. Shuru ho raha hai abhi. Start investing in time. Pick up a mentor. Don't hesitate. You have invested money and time for family, but everybody it is done. Time to spend money for yourself, learn new skills, and that is my biggest takeaway and personal advice to all the women who are watching this. Uh, don't think you are late.
Wow. I can see, Geetha,
Mm.
history is in making by you. The revolution will all started. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your all the aspect of your life and your nuggets, and specifically about the menopause, which is your core
Yes,
topic.
yes.
And I'm
Yeah.
really grateful for that. This one interview, I think, created a lot of awareness and a lot of impact and a lot of like lives can be saved through this interview. And those who are watching, if you are here, And if you can share with maybe with your mother or anybody in your family, they could benefit, please do share. Also, you can share what are the biggest learning that you learned by listening to Geetha. And you can tag Geetha on her channels like on Instagram. So Geetha, how people can find you, basically follow you on social media?
Very easy. @Geetha_menopause coach. Just type Geetha menopause coach, you will find me.
Amazing, amazing.
Only person there. Yes, I will share the links. I will share the links with you on Facebook, and I keep going live for benefit of women. And so I would also urge youngsters who are following Sagar and his team, please look through these symptoms and help your mommy. Is going to help her a great deal.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely. Yes, sure, Geetha. I will also drop your masterclass, your webinar link so that people can attend and share to their family members. And thank you so much once again. I'm really grateful for this conversation. And I think every single time I do a conversation on the person like you, I get a lot of learnings. Like, thank you so much, Geetha. And definitely would love to interact with you many more such interviews in the futures. Well, I think every time we also evolve, and looking forward to have another conversation in the future.
Definitely. Thank you, Sagar. My association with you started off when we were in the Diamond Club membership, and both of us have grown so well. Let's keep up the good work. Thank you so much for supporting me once again. Thank you so much.